Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you. A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
And good morning, Fremont County, and good morning, Riverton, as you are now listening to KTA K93.9 or watching on our WYO Today YouTube page. And it's time for a little breakfast time basketball as the Riverton Lady Wolverines, led by Coach McIntosh, will face Coach Hansen's Lyman Lady Eagles here in the last day and the girls' last game of the Flaming Gorge Invitational down here in Green River and Rock Springs. A reminder today, we are going to be tipping off at 9:40 here, just in about 10 minutes or so. And this will be at Lincoln Middle School. And then at 2:40, the boys will tip off. 2:10, 2:20 for the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. They will be at Rock Springs High School, and then we'll all be making our way back over South Pass and coming home. Want to thank the folks at Lincoln Middle School, as this is our last game here, for really taking care of us and doing a great job to host this. They take a lot of pride in this. I heard the other day it's like the 28th annual. So congratulations to them, and we can't wait to be back again. A reminder for Riverton fans that this will be the last game of 2022 for the girls and later for the boys, as they will take a bit of a break for Christmas and return with the Taco John in Cheyenne, a 3-day invitational, very similar to this, and we will be there down in Cheyenne. That doesn't mean you're going to be without basketball. Today it is jam-packed. You've got Lander Valley and Douglas on KFCW, and you've got Wyoming Indian, the Chiefs and Lady Chiefs all over KWYW today. A great weekend of basketball, a great Saturday of basketball. For those schedules, check out wyotoday.com. And you'll get to know when and where your favorite team is playing. Wyoming Indian is at home. Lander Valley is at an invitational in Douglas. Wyoming Indian will also have a few games between now and the Taco John, so you won't be completely without high school basketball. And we'll be back with a bit of breakdown of the teams here on WYO Today and 93.9 KTAK right after these messages.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK. Again, the opponent today is Lyman. Lyman's coming into this game at 5-0. Pretty much have blown out everybody they faced with the exception of Star Valley. One of the interesting parts about this team is they are coming in extremely efficient. They have 4 players, Blumell, Sage Bradshaw, Briley Bradshaw, and Eldridge, all shooting over 50%, and Rose and Gregory just behind that in the mid-40s. So it's going to be very interesting as far as that goes. A little bit about who they've played and whatnot so far this year. They faced Kimmerer in their opener, 161-18, then Big Piney 60-11. Notice a trend. Little Snake River then 63-23. Their only real close game, Star Valley, they've won 32-31. And against Jackson Hole yesterday at 1 o'clock. Of course, Star Valley was also in this tournament at 2:40 on Thursday. Against Jackson Hole, they won 50-5. So a very good Lyman team coming in here. They are led by Sage Bradshaw. Their do-everything guard. She's averaging 15.7 points a game, 4.3 assists a game, and doing very well. Caroline Bradshaw is leading with steals per game, and this is where the real rubber will meet the road, so to speak, for the Lady Wolverines, is they don't do well with pressure defense, and boy, does Lyman put the pressure on. To put it in perspective, they have got Caroline Bradshaw with 8.7 steals per game. Then Sage Bradshaw, their leading point scorer, 4 steals a game. Rose with 3. Briley Bradshaw with 3. Wells with 3. Blumell with just about 2.5. Gregory with 1.5. Eldridge getting 1, and Anderson getting close to 1. They are averaging 26.3 steals per game, along with right at 3 blocks. So this is a team that is going to pressure the basketball, and the Lady Wolverines are going to have to quickly figure out how to deal with that, something they haven't dealt with overly well all season, or last year for that matter, is steals. So it's a tall task for Riverton. And we'll be back on KTAK with some of the stats for the Riverton Lady Wolverines here in just 1 minute here on KTAK.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
All right, welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK. Riverton doesn't actually report their stats, so we kind of have to go off the unofficial for us. But one of the things is going to be finding some scores today. Of course, right now, the leading scorer for the team is Paisley Jackson. She's had a game of 20, a game of 12, and that's really her two high marks. They're going to have to find a couple of things here today against Lyman if they want to have a chance, at least on paper, of finding some success. And that is going to be someone besides Paisley Jackson is going to have to score probably at a fairly high volume. So you look at who could possibly be those players. You got to look at McKay Fegler and Olivia Bradley first and foremost to be able to do so. And hopefully Ella Judd can pump in a few, or Riley Johnson, one of the two. But the biggest concern, besides even points, and that sounds odd in a game where points determine the winner, is going to be people taking care of the basketball, and that's going to fall to Bradley and Fegler first and foremost. But also Jackson, they're going to have to come back and help with receiving passes. Everybody's going to have to be involved. So just to get past the fact they're facing a team that is averaging 26 steals per game. It's a quick-moving, intense defensive team here. So we're about to be ready for the Southern starting lineups, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds to give you those here on KTAK.
From the field to the court to the pool and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Jay Collins here.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. The starters for Lyman are going to be Blumel, Gregory, Caroline Bradshaw, Wells, and of course Sage Bradshaw, their leading scorer. As the starting lineups for Riverton, your starters are as they have been all year. Number 1, Olivia Bradley. Number 3, Macy Brown. Number 10, McKay Fegler. Number 11, Ella Judd. And number 13, Haley Engstrom. And we are ready for tip-off here at the last game for us at Lincoln Middle School here in the Flaming Gorge Tournament. Ella Judd is going to be tipping off against Caroline Bradshaw, and Ella Judd's going to win that, tipping into Engstrom, who gets it to Bradley. The Lady Wolverines will be going right to left on your radio dial. Bradley picks up her dribble, and there is steal number 1. Leading to a break, 14's going to put it up, and she's going to get and one is Sage Bradshaw, the leading scorer, off to a great start here. Foul is going to go against Olivia Bradley. That is her first, team first, and it'll send Sage Bradshaw. We're going to have to say it by a full name because there's Caroline Bradshaw and Briley Bradshaw. Sage Bradshaw puts it up and good, and it's quickly 3-0, and they have one steal already. Fegler bringing it up. They're not really a full-court press team per se. They're a great half-court defense team. Gets it over to Judd. Judd dribbles, almost loses it, has to pick up a dribbler. Hits a streaking Engstrom, who puts it up and no good. She had a look there, and they're going to have to hit those. Quickly going down the court is Lyman, and they put the 2 up by Gregory. And now they're up 5-0, 30 seconds into the ball game. Bradley bringing it into the half court. Man-to-man defense shown, and there's steal number 2. They're going to look to break. They get it over to Blumel. Blumel hits a streaking Caroline Bradshaw, and she scores, and quickly Coach McIntosh has seen enough. So 7:16, less than a minute into the game, we have our first timeout. It is going to be a 30-second one. We'll take it with them, 7-0 Lyman here on KTAK.
Yeah. Good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball. We're less than a minute into the game, and it is 7-0 in favor of the Lyman Lady Eagles. They average 26 steals a game. They've already got 2, and we are 44 seconds into the ball game. So 2 turnovers and 2 steals. And oddly enough, Lyman doesn't press. It's just their half court. Olivia Bradley pulls up. She's going to get tied up. They're going to give a foul, though. They're going to say that's going to go against Sage Bradshaw. It's her first, team first, and so it'll be side out for Riverton. Ingstrom looking to inbound, gets it into Macy Brown. Brown brings it up top. She's harassed immediately by Blumel. Goes to her right. Tries to get inside. Steal number 3. Leading to a break here. They're trying to bring it down. Now they have to pull it back. Good job getting back on defense by Riverton. And let's see, ball's going to go out of bounds. Nope, they're going to say there was a push on the play. That is going to go against against Lyman. That's going to go against Gregory. That's her first, team second. So their first turnover of the game. Bradley bringing it into the front court. Instantly picked up, and she's going to throw it. It's going to be deflected there by Sage Bradshaw. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with Riverton. Inbounding is Bradley. This time they're putting a little bit of pressure on that. She does get into Ingstrom down in the lower left corner. Back up top to Judd. Judd looking to drive, gets it to Bradley. Bradley immediately harassed on the wing. Almost loses it, but gets it to Ella Judd, and there is steal number 4. Steal number 4, number 10 bringing it down, puts it up, and we're going to have a block. She missed the shot, but she is going to go to the line, that being Caroline Bradshaw. Foul is against Judd, her first, team second, and Caroline Bradshaw will be going for 2. So 4 steals, 4 turnovers. One of them not necessarily a great steal. It was a bad pass, but the others have just been great defense. First free throw is up and good with 6:23 to go, and it is 8-0. Second one is up, and it is short by Caroline Bradshaw. Rebound by Riverton. Fegler brings over their timeline. Comes up the three-point line, looks to drive, picks up her dribble, gets it out to Brown. Brown on the left wing, going to her right, gets over to Olivia Bradley on the far right wing. Olivia looking inside, now goes to drive, turns, has to kick out to Judd. Judd drives, puts up a running 15-footer, no good. Rebound is going to come down to Lyman, and quickly that is going to be foul number 2 on Judd going for the rebound. That's her second, team third, and Judd and Brown come out with Paisley Jackson and Riley Johnson coming into the ball game. Lyman now brings it in the front court. It's been all them lead. They're going to throw it cross court to 11, who's going to shoot a 3, and she drills it, does Wells from downtown. 11-0 in favor of Lyman. Again, Lyman comes into this 5-0, winning by about an average of 30 points. Only Star Valley was close. Fegler gets into Johnson. Johnson's going to get the ball stolen, but there is going to be a foul in the process of doing so. That foul is going to go against Carolyn Bradshaw. That's going to be the team third, and it'll be inbounded by Ingstrom underneath her basket. And we've got all sorts of wholesale substitutions for Lyman as Anderson Rose, Briley Bradshaw, and Eldridge come into the ball game. Ingstrom inbounding to Fegler. Fegler has it up top on the right wing. She's driving down towards the baseline, picks up her dribble, gets it to Ingstrom. Ingstrom looking inside for Fegler, gets it to her, out to Paisley Jackson. Paisley in the paint, puts up a running 8-footer, no good. Rebound to Lyman. Lyman comes into the front court. They're going to look to drive into the paint. Nice post passing. 15 is going to miss it, and it's going to come away to Riverton. Eldridge with the miss there. So still 11-0. Only 2 minutes now into the ball game. Bradley has it, dribbles it off her foot, but gets it back. Gets it to Fedler on the right baseline. Riverton going right to left on the radio dial. Fedler gets it to Jackson. Jackson goes baseline, puts up a 10-footer. No good. Rebound by Bradley, and she's blocked. And away comes Lyman with the basketball. They will come into the half court and set up their offense at 4:30 to go in the first. Going to her left is Rose. Rose gets it to Eldridge. Eldridge looks inside, gets it blocked, missed by Briley Bradshaw. Then number 1, Anderson with a shot off the rebound, misses as well. And the ball then goes out of bounds and will go over to Riverton. So Lyman is cooling off a little bit, it should seem. So this is where Riverton must score some points. Engstrom with it on the right wing, coming back towards the top of the key. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Jackson. Jackson, a 10-foot floater, gets her own rebound, puts it up, and she's blocked. Lyman now coming away with the basketball. Sage Bradshaw now has it up top. She's left open for 3, leaves it well short. Riverton with the rebound. We have a ball goes off of Lyman on the rebound attempt, and it goes over to Riverton, as Lyman Lady Eagles were the last to touch it. 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Eldridge has it, gets over to Engstrom Fedler has it, gets it to Engstrom, who looks underneath for Jackson. It's going to be tipped away and go out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverton here, 11-0 in favor of Riverton. Both teams have 3 team fouls, so this early morning game, they've both been a little active on the fouls. They inbound it to Johnson. It's going to be tipped out of bounds, though, on the inbound. A very dangerous pass by Lyman. So Engstrom will walk to the other side of her basket on the baseline and inbound again. Looking underneath, gets it to Bradley. Bradley puts it up. It's no good, but she's going to draw the foul. So nicely done by Bradley there. Foul is going to go against Eldridge. That's her first, team 4th. Bradley at the line. First one is up and hits all sorts of rim and goes in. So the Lady Wolverines are now on the board. Bradley gets the ball for the second shot. Puts it up, and it looks a little hard, and it is. Falls to Lyman. Lyman now looking to break quickly. Bradshaw with it, kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson back up top to Caroline Bradshaw, back up top to Sage Bradshaw. Excuse me, not Sage Bradshaw, Rose. They all got a lot of them have the same hairstyle. Anderson on the right wing now, guarded by Jackson. Looking cross court, nicely done to tip it away by Olivia Bradley, looking for the steal, and it'll go out of bounds for Lyman. Inbounding will be Carolyn Bradshaw. They've got a actual set play. They go all the way underneath the basket to Eldridge. She puts the first one up and misses, gets her own rebound. Second one is up and good, and it's 13-1 in favor of Lyman. Johnson now with it, driving, picks up her dribble at the free throw line. Bounce pass over to Engstrom. Engstrom drives, puts a shot up. Wild shot, hit the corner of the backboard. Rebounded by Paisley Jackson, and it's good. So very weird shot selection there by Engstrom, but Jackson cleans up and gets the first field goal of the day for the Lady Wolverines. Coming in the front court, Lyman, nice little backdoor cut, put up and no good, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound. Miss was by Briley Bradshaw. Foul is going to go against Anderson of Lyman on the rebound attempt. So Riverton will have the ball down 10. It's going to sound weird for me to say this, but it's not quite as bad as it kind of seems. Only a 10-point game, and it was all Lyman to begin with. 4 quick steals, 4 quick turnovers, but Riverton has done a good job cleaning it up since then. Olivia Bradley dribbles into trouble, throws off the leg of Lyman in a trap on the sideline, goes out to Riverton. That's the one thing they need the guards to Coach McIntosh really needs the guards to do is watch out where they're picking up their dribble and where they're going so they don't get in trouble. And we immediately have a turnover on the inbounds, that being a 5-second call. So the 5th turnover of the day against Riverton. Not what they need. They're well ahead of where they normally would be on turnovers, and they generally have a lot. Lyman in the half court. Ball is brought up. Sage Bradshaw up top. She's guarded by Haley Engstrom. Bradshaw, a little give and go, and we're going to have the ball go out of bounds, and it will stay with Lyman with 2:05 to go in the first quarter. Inbounding will be Sage Bradshaw from the right corner as we view it. Goes all the way to the left corner for a 3. No good. That missed by Carolyn Bradshaw, and Riverton comes away with the rebound. And Olivia Bradley has dribbled into trouble. Again, she's able to throw it off the leg or bounce off the leg of a Lady Eagle and maintain the possession. But she dribbled over the sideline there at the half court, came over half court, and immediately the trap came in. Inbound, Paisley Jackson gets it to Bradley. Bradley looking for Engstrom. Engstrom can't control it, but Macy Brown's able to corral it, gets it back up to Jackson. Jackson over to Olivia. Bradley puts up the shot, no good, and it's going to come away to Lyman. Lyman comes over the half-court line. Sage Bradshaw looking to go baseline. Kicks it out for a 3, and that is no good by Wells. Rebound by Riverton with 1.5 minutes to go, 13-3. Brown has it, tries to get Engstrom on a cut. Engstrom is now stuck, and we're going to get a jump ball, and we go to the possession arrow. The possession arrow, again, the worst thing since purple ketchup. I need to come up with better ones. Baseball pass on the inbounds is not handled well by Lyman, but they do track it down. Almost gets a steal. We're going to have a foul there against Riley Johnson as Blumel went to the dirt hard. Went down to the court hard. That's Johnson's first, team 4th, with 1:14 to play in the first. So inbounding on the side, they get it into Sage Bradshaw, and she will set up the offense. Again, the leading scorer for Lyman. She's got 3 on the day. Got those early, and looks like a steal almost by Riley Johnson, but she can't control it. Deflects it out of bounds. Nice anticipation by her, and we're going to get a timeout by Lyman with 1:04 left in the first. It's 13-3 in favor of the Lyman Lady Eagles here on 93.9 KTAK.
Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lady Wolverine basketball. Here with a breakfast tip-off, 1:04 left in the first. The undefeated Lyman Lady Eagles are up on our Lady Wolverines, who come into the game at 1-5. Inbound by Lyman. Lyman looking to feed the post. They do so. Wind up kicking it back outside for a 3. No good, and Macy Brown comes away with the rebound. She's going to be fouled. Missed by Carolyn Bradshaw, and Lyman's going kind of stone cold here with 50.1 seconds left. Foul is against number 4. That's Blumel. That's her first, team 6th. So Riverton, if they can find a little offense on the floor, is going to maybe get some free throws along the way. Next free throw will be the bonus for them, and we're still in the first quarter. Jackson with it, finds Engstrom underneath the basket. She puts it up and in. She was wide open. She just found a hole in the defense as they were looking to trap and exploited it. 30 seconds left in the first quarter, 13-5. Steal there by Riverton. Engstrom bringing it up with 19 seconds left. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson from 15 is good. Jackson, her fourth point of the day, and it's 13-7 with 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Sage Bradshaw with it up top, trying to work out, goes cross court. Three-pointer is up and is no good. Missed everything but the backboard. And so we'll go into the second quarter. Look, Lyman early on looking great with 4 quick steals and looking to take a big lead, going up 11-0. But Riverton, Coach McIntosh's girls stayed calm and got back in it. It's going to be 13-7 to start the second quarter. We'll be right back here on KTAK.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball. Not what we expected. 11-0 Lyman, kind of what on paper it said might happen, but Riverton clawing back, So 13-7, and they start the ball in the second half. It's going to lead to Fedler for a 3, in and out, no good. Okay, now in the half court is Lyman. They're bringing it up. Get across, looking inside for Eldridge. She puts it up and good. 15-7. Need to avoid the big gap in scoring. Runs have been a problem, and as soon as I say that, Riverton turns it over through mishandling of a pass. It goes out of bounds, and this is where things at times can get dicey for the Lady Wolverines. 7:13 to go in the half. Up top is Rose of Lyman with the basketball. Rose looks for Sage Bradshaw, gets it to her on the wing. She looks to drive on Fegler. She does so, puts it up, no good, gets her own rebound, puts it up, no good, but she's going to draw the foul. Foul is going to go against Fegler. McKay Fegler with her first, and that'll be the team 5th. Bradshaw will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and good. So that'll make the score 16-7 with exactly 7 minutes to go, and Sage Bradshaw with another free throw coming. Connor Shields here on the camera work doing something I've never seen him do before, drinking a Diet Mountain Dew. Second one is up, no good. Riverton comes away with the rebound. Fegler over to Judd. Judd going to shoot a long three is good. Took him a minute to decide if he was going to throw that up or not as far as a 3. She was right at the line, so 16-10. Riverton trying to catch Lyman napping a little bit and get close back in this game. Now a 6-point lead, Inbound is going to be tossed. Oh, they're going to get it over to the side, not the inbound, on a drive. Looking to drive is 2, gets it out to Sage. Sage misses, rebound by Lyman from 3. Number 13 misses, and Riverton comes away with it. Fegler gets it over to Riley Johnson, and Riley Johnson's going to get it stolen. Turnover 7, steal number 5. Putting it up is 10, putting up is Sage, and she's going to get fouled again. So Carolyn Bradshaw missed from 2, then Sage Bradshaw missed from 2, but she's going to get a late foul. That's going to go against Leesburg, who's now checked into the game. That's her first team 6. So now next foul of any kind, at least non-offensive foul, is going to be free throws for both teams. Sage Bradshaw puts that free throw up and misses the first. So she's doing her part as leading scorer, averaging 15 only with 4 to keep Riverton in this, and misses the second one. And we go all the way to the ground, and eventually Ella Judd is going to come out with it. Jackson bringing it into the front court, gets it over to Leesburg, who drives down, puts up a 4-footer, misses badly, and Lyman's going to come away with it, partially blocked. Could have possibly been a foul. Looked like there was a decent amount of contact. Sage Bradshaw gets inside. Basket is up and no good, but there will be a foul. Eldridge will be going to the line shooting 2. That foul will be against Riley Johnson. That's her second, team 7th with 5:33 to go. High arcing shot by Eldridge, and it looked way short, and it was just barely drawing the front of the iron. So right now they are definitely helping us out. They have not scored in quite some time as far as any amount of points. They've scored 3 in the quarter, but not what they were doing early on. They missed the second free throw. Rebound going to come down to Fegler. So, and they're missing their free throws like mad is Lyman. Ingstrom now with it in the half court, gets it to Leesburg. Leesburg looks inside, and Ingstrom wasn't even looking for the pass. I don't think that was part of the play. I don't know who that technically would go against, but nonetheless, it's turnover number 8. 8 turnovers by Riverton on 5 steals by Lyman, but Lyman really not able to take a huge advantage of it. Blumell brings it in the front court for the Lady Eagles, gets it to Rose. Rose swings it over nicely to Briley Bradshaw, and she gets her first 2 of the day. And it's now 18-10 in favor of Lyman. Fegler has it up top, gets over to Judd at the top of the key. Judd out to Ingstrom, out to Fegler. Fegler's going to shoot a 3. Air ball, missed everything. Rebound comes away to Lyman, and we're going to get a foul. She was trying to bring it up. That foul going to go against Olivia Bradley. That's her second, team 8th. So it'll be 1-1. And this is not what you want to do. If they keep missing, this isn't a bad thing if Riverton can get the rebound. Unfortunately, what you don't want them to do is you don't want the Lady Eagles to finally find their free throw range. They have hit 3 on the day. They are 3 of 4, 3 of 7, 3 of 9. All right, first front end of the 1-1 is a miss, and it's going to be rebounded by Ingstrom. So Ingstrom gets it to Leesburg. Leesburg gets it to Bradley up top. Brings it over, has to hand it off to Leesburg. Looks like from distance that Leesburg might have a bit of a shiner on her left eye. Maybe fighting for a rebound or something like that. Took an elbow. Can't really tell, though. It looks like it just might be a little bit of a bruise. Unfortunately, she's going to get the foul right there as they lost the ball on another turnover. It'll go down as a steal. And so, Leesburg with her second. That'll be team 9th. Next one will be 2 automatic shots. And I'll send Gregory to the line. She puts it up and good. So 19-10. Second free throw is up, and it is good as well. So 10-point lead. We've gotten back out to 10. We started the quarter down 6. And Fegler is trying to find Olivia Bradley on a long pass, and she overthrows it, and that'll just be a plain simple old turnover. And it's turnover number 10 as Coach McIntosh is going to call a timeout. We'll take it with him with 4:18 left in the half. It is 20-10 Lyman Lady Eagles over the Lady Wolverines.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, Anna Dina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball. A reminder that we will have a couple-hour break, and then we will be back on KTAK with the boys, who will be facing Mountain View at 2:40. We're going to go about 10 miles down I-80 and go over to Rock Springs High School for that one. Lyman 5-0 coming in, up 20-10. It was a 6-point game at the beginning of the second quarter. 7-3 is how Lyman's little run as far as they've outscored since then. Turnovers being a problem, and they really can't be against a team that averages 26 steals. In the half court, Lyman's going to wind up shooting a three. It's no good by Gregory, and Riverton comes away with it. Good job by Riverton today. Second chance points for Lyman have not been there. Bradley has it on the left wing, and she's going to have it stolen. Nope, she's going to get it right back. Kind of a tight window pass. Gets it to Fegler. Fegler puts it up from 8 and misses. Anytime they're getting near the basket, they are instantly throwing the ball up. We are going to have a turnover there as Riverton come away with it, slapping the ball and it going off of a Lyman player last. But as I was saying, is anytime they get close to basket, they're looking to throw it up, even if they don't get squared up or get in the three-point stance, or three. It's a three-point stance, even though it's not a three. Here comes Lyman off the steal, puts it up, and the basket is good by Blumel. That's her first, and it's now 22-10. Quickly, Riley Johnson in the front court. Has it, gets it to Fegler up top. They need to score here. They need to break this drought. Fegler looking inside to Riley Johnson. Riley Johnson just tries one too many passes, and we're going to have a steal again. She could have actually gone up with that. She was set up for it. So coming down the court, they get it to Rose. She puts it up, no good. But foul is going to go against Olivia Bradley, and now we've got problems. Olivia Bradley, that's her third. It also the team 10th, so it'll send Rose to the line for 2. She misses the first one. She's now 0 for 2 on the day. And for the next 3 minutes and 8 seconds in this first half, any foul against Riverton will lead to 2 shots, a non-offensive foul, I should say. Rose puts the second one up, and it is good. It's 23-10 now. Good. Got to credit Lyman. They had 6 fouls very quickly in the first quarter. With about 2 minutes left, they already had 6, and they have avoided getting the 7th. Now full court press being shown by Lyman. Inbound goes to Paisley Jackson. She trips but gets it to Riley Johnson. Johnson picks up her dribble, tries to get it to Engstrom. She does, but Engstrom is going to turn the ball over. Just lost control of it, and it goes out of bounds. And that's turnover number 13 against Riverton. Lyman with the inbounds, bringing it up. It is in the hands of Sage Bradshaw, their leading scorer, but she only has 4 today. They kick it over. Long three-pointer is up and no good by Sage Bradshaw. And we're going to have everybody go to the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball. So we will go to the possession arrow. The worst thing since variable lanes as far as going in each direction. They do that in Georgia for a while in US 78, where sometimes it'd be going east, sometimes it'd be going west, and only one little arrow told you. Possession arrow is worse than that. 2:30 to go. The possession arrow favored Lyman. Lyman turns, shoots, blocked by Paisley Jackson on the shot by Carolyn Bradshaw. And they're going to swing it to Brown. Brown for 3, misses, rebound, by Johnson, and now we go to the floor again, and not a jump ball. We're going to have a foul. Good hustle there by Haley Engstrom. Let's see who the foul is going to go against. It is going to go against Rose of Lyman, and that's number 7. Finally get number 7 down by 13. They have doubled and added half a point, so to speak, added 1 point since the end of the first quarter. It was 13-7. It's now 23-10. Engstrom with the front end of the 1-1 is good. And that is her 3rd point of the day. Engstrom gets the second one. She's going to take a couple dribbles, put it up, and no good. Almost a lane violation there by Lyman, but she was able to wave her hands literally side by side like she was walking a tightrope and stay on the right side of it. Looking for a backdoor cut. They find it. It was tipped by Johnson, but it's going to wind up in Blumel's hands, and she's going to put it up for 2. 25-11, minute 54 left in the half. They get it to Brown on the far left wing, up top to Johnson. Johnson picks up her dribble, gets it to Brown. Brown's going to shoot a 3 again, and she's good. Brown hits from downtown, 25-14. Still keeping this within striking distance nicely. Sage Bradshaw now with it on the right side. She gets it up top, down low to Eldridge, who muscles it in. It was just purely just brute force there. 27-14. Riverton now with it in the half court. Leesburg has it to Brown. Brown gets it to Riley Johnson. Johnson gets her pocket picked. And here comes Lyman on the break. Bradshaw puts it up and good. Quite honestly, could have been an and one situation as well. And it's 29-14. Quickly coming back is Engstrom. Engstrom is rejected by Eldridge, and that makes the fans go nuts. Everybody now goes to the ground. We're going to have a possession arrow. Don't necessarily blame him there, as Eldridge did say, no, ma'am. So Engstrom, possession arrow is going to favor Riverton. My son has his mouth gaping wide open after that block. Quite impressed by it. And we're going to have Leesburg coming out, and she is holding the other eye, and she is in some pain there after going to the ground. She's holding, it looks like her right eye. We hope she feels better, and it's not too seriously. Turning to shoot is Riley Johnson on the inbound, and they go to the ground again. Riley Johnson was blocked there, goes to the ground. Possession arrow will favor Lyman, and things getting a little chippy here when they went to the ground. I mean, there was some force in there. That wasn't just going for the ball. That was both players kind of looking for a collision. So interesting to see here. 29-14, under 40 seconds to go. Driving is Bradshaw, gets it to Eldridge. She puts it up. She's completely stripped and blocked herself. And Riverton will come away with it. Long pass to Brown with 30 seconds left. Gets it back to Johnson. Bradshaw tried to get the steal but couldn't. Gets it Engstrom back over to Brown. She's going to shoot a 3, and she's going to be fouled. Shooting the 3. That foul is going to go against Sage Bradshaw. I thought she got all ball, but the refs got a much better look of it. It's team 8th, and it's Sage Bradshaw's 2nd. And Brown will go to the line to shoot 3. First one is up and too hard off the back iron, no good. 23.5 seconds left, 2 more free throws for Macy Brown. Second was up, too hard off the back iron again, and that's something you've got to have. Those 3 free throws would be nice here. She's now got a chance to only make one of them after missing the 2, both of them being too hard off the back iron. This one is pure. She took a lid off of it and got it in. 29-15 with 20 seconds to go. Sage Bradshaw is going to bring it up for the Lady Eagles of Lyman. She gets it over to Carolyn Bradshaw, and it's stolen by Macy Brown. But she goes to the floor, and it's stolen right back and shot from 15 by Riley Bradshaw. She misses. 1 second left, no time left, and we will go to half. At half, it is 29-15. The Lady Eagles of Lyman in the lead. So, first half that kind of started the way on paper you thought it would. Lyman getting a lot of steals, but then that slowed down. Riverton made a good job coming back. We'll look into that on the Central Wyoming College halftime show in just a few minutes.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Welcome back to the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show. At the half, it is 29-15, the Lyman Lady Eagles over your Lady Wolverines of Riverton. At the half, your leading scorer for Lyman is, it looks like it is going to be Eldridge and Sage Bradshaw, both with 6. Sage Bradshaw under her average slightly. She comes in averaging about 16. That's because she's 2 of 8 from the field. And Eldridge is only 3 of 7. And that is one of the things that is holding Riverton within 14, as it was quickly 11-0, as you remember, in the first quarter. And Lyman slowed down, started not being able to hit shots. I don't know what it is about Lincoln Middle School or Green River High School for the boy, because the boys struggled there as well. But shooting percentages are just not good. Blumell has 4, Gregory has 4, Carolyn Bradshaw has 3, Wells has 3, Briley Bradshaw with 2, and Rose with 1, and that's the scoring for Lyman so far. For the Riverton Wolverines, they are being led in scoring by Paisley Jackson and Macy Brown, each with 4. Ella Judd has got 3. Engstrom has 3 as well, and that is the scoring for Riverton. Not a lot of great shooting for them either, but as far as percentage-wise, but far less shots going up as well. The real telltale sign of this game so far is the Lady Eagles have 9 steals, well below their average, though. They do average 26 on the season, 26 per game, and they only have 9 here, so good job, especially by the guards of Riverton, of making sure to be careful with the basketball. Lyman Lady Eagles also have 4 turnovers of their own. But in addition to those 9 steals, there are 6 more turnovers for Riverton. Riverton with 15 turnovers, which is outpacing what they normally would do, and they're a high turnover team. The reason for this and the reason why it may be still only a 14-point game is they've done a good job getting back on defense. They've done a good job forcing some they've been in the face of the shooters, and Lyman hasn't been able to hit the shots to really just bust it as wide open as it looked to be. Of course, coming in to every game, you worry about runs for the Lady Wolverines and giving up runs, more importantly. They only scored 6 in the second quarter, giving up 14. Excuse me, not 14. They gave up 16, and they only scored 8. There, got that right. And because it was 13-7, a 6-point lead. They had gotten into that after giving up an 11-0 run. They went on a 7-2 run themselves. So they're going to need a little more of that if they hope to come all the way back. Again, you're listening to the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show. If you're looking to further your education or got a child who's a junior, rising senior, or thinking about the future, can't get any better than the great education at a great value that you'll find at Central Wyoming College. They are accepting applications right now for next semester, so go ahead and go to www.cwc.edu to start that process. We've got about 3 minutes left, and we've got to pay a few bills before the second half starts. We'll be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball, and it is now time for the third quarter. Starting at the third, it's going to be 29-15 in favor of the Lady Eagles of Lyman. Riverton will have the basketball. They will be inbounding and going left to right on your radio dial. And Olivia Bradley with a bad pass, almost picked off there. But number 5, that's Gregory, unable to stay in bounds as she had to jump for it. But you can't make long passes against a team that looks to steal. Inbound goes to Brown. Brown now bringing it up top, goes back to Bradley. Bradley looking inside for a second, then starts to dribble up towards the top. Does so, gets it to Brown on the right wing. Brown gets it to Judd back up top. Judd with it now, looks inside for a second for a cutting Engstrom. Instead goes to Bradley on the left wing. Bradley picks up her dribble, gets it to Fegler. Fegler with the turnaround, no good. And we're going to have a whistle on the floor on the rebound. And that is going to be a foul, it looks like, against Riverton. The foul is going to go against Bradley, I do believe, and that should be her 4th. And they're not going to put it up there, but they signaled 1, and she came off. So it's team first, but Olivia Bradley is now going to have to sit possibly for a while, the starting point guard for the Lady Wolverines, as she has 4 fouls. Bringing in the half court is the Lady Eagles. They have the ball to Caroline Bradshaw. She's going to go to Sage Bradshaw. Sage goes underneath, puts it up and in. 31-15, hitting Riley Johnson quickly. She drives down and gets it stripped away. Doesn't get the shot off, but she had a lane to take. She tried to take it, goes out of bounds off Lyman with 7:10 to play in the third quarter. Engstrom going to inbound to Judd, and Judd's going to have the ball stolen and then commit a foul. It looks like the steal being by number 5, that's Gregory. Foul is going to go against Ella Judd, and that's going to be her 3rd, team 2nd of the half, and they're going to come get her as well, it looks like, next dead ball. Carolyn Bradshaw with it up top now, hands it off to Wells. Wells driving baseline, puts it up. No good by Wells. Rebound comes to Riverton. Fegler having a hard time as she is harassed by Blumel. Finally, Engstrom comes back to help her, gets over the timeline, and Engstrom's going to drag that pivot foot and turn the ball over. That's going to be number 17 now, 2 in this half. 17th turnover against Riverton with 6:40 to play in the third. We do see Jackson come in, and and Riley Johnson in as well for the Wolverines in foul trouble. Looking for a cut, they find it, and it's blocked by Fegler. I think they may get Macy Brown here on the foul against Wells. That is who it's going to be. Fegler had the block nicely positioned. That's going to be Brown's 1st, team 3rd, and it's going to send Wells to the lines to shoot 2. First one's up and no good. Second free throw will be coming by Wells. Has the ball from the referee with 6:25 to go in the third quarter. Second free throw is up, and it is pure. So 32-15 on the inbounds, a little bit of full court press. Now they back off. Riverton going to break it. Riley Johnson coming up the right side, looking to go in the center. Gets it to Fegler for 3. No good by Fegler. And rebound, no offensive rebound. Rebound leads to a break attempt. They're going to kick it out for a long 3 by Wells. No good. Rebound comes to Blumel, who misses as well, and Riverton finally comes away with the basketball. Fegler brings it into the front court. She's going to get swiped, but it gets tipped right to Engstrom. Riley Johnson losing it over half court. Now we got everybody falling on the ground. Comes away to Lyman. They put up the 2-point shot to Sage Bradshaw. She misses. And away comes Jackson with it for Riverton. This time stolen, and they might get it intentional on Paisley Jackson there. Jackson just bowled her over after she turned the ball over there. So now 19 turnovers on the day. Jackson there lost it and then threw a shoulder. Luckily, she didn't get it intentional like Jason Vincent did in the boys' game yesterday. Looking to feed the post. They get it down low to Lyman, but Carolyn Bradshaw misses wildly, and Riverton comes away with it. Macy Brown should have an easy layup here, and she leaves it short. Doesn't get it high off the backboard, and she was all low, maybe too open, as they say sometimes. Lyman's going to drive down, misses a shot, gets the rebound. Her own rebound was Blumel, missed them both. She looked incredulously at the referee looking for a foul. Johnson gets it to Brown for three. Good! So it's 32-18, and it'll be a timeout by Lyman. They're not real happy. Only one field goal in the second half. We're going to take that break with them and be right back here on KTAK.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
And welcome back to Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. 4:42 left in the third, and it's 32-18 in favor of Lyman. Lyman and Riverton both with 3 points in the second half. Just done different ways. One was a Macy Brown three. One was a a field goal and a free throw. Lyman brings it up, gets it to Sage Bradshaw, almost loses it on the pass, but bounces out. Finally, they get it out to Gregory. Gregory going inside, and it's going to get stolen. Nope. Ball went loose, and now it finally gets stolen. Nice steal there by Paisley Jackson. She anticipated the pass, stepped in front of it. Engstrom with it up top now. Engstrom gets it over to Macy Brown. She's going to shoot a long two and leave it well short. Rebound by Engstrom. Engstrom puts it up, no good, but she's going to draw the foul. Foul is going to go against Gregory, number 5. That is her first, team first of the second half. Engstrom at the line to shoot two, puts the first one up and leaves it well short. Do wonder about legs after 3 games in 3 days, and Leesburg has checked back in, coming in for Fedler. Nice to see her come back in after she was holding her right eye. Engstrom puts the second one up, leaves that one well short as well. Like I said, you do wonder about the legs. Ball is going to be loose on the ground. We're going to have a foul of some sort, and it's going to be a foul against Gregory. That's her third. Team second of the half. Riley Johnson putting in the work there to try and get the ball back on a loose ball and causes the foul. So Johnson will inbound. Engstrom coming over the top off a screen is going to get it. She gets it to Johnson. Johnson looking for Leesburg, and she's going to turn it over. That is steal number 12. Turnover number 20 for Riverton. They swing it outside. Does Lyman. Shoots a three. No good by Briley Bradshaw. Riverton with the rebound, comes away with it. Leesburg now has it, going to go cross court at the timeline to Engstrom. Engstrom picked up her dribble, kind of knew it was a mistake. Gets it Jackson for three. Good by Jackson. And what do you know? 32-21, down to an 11-point game here with 3:21 to go in the third quarter. Rose has it, gets it up top to Gregory. Gregory looking underneath. It is missed by Eldridge, and we're going to have a jump ball. It will remain with Lyman. Lyman on the possession area will have the ball. Worst thing since tofu hot dogs became a thing. Inbound, they're going to swing it to Sage for three. She misses everything to Sage Bradshaw. I almost called her Sage Rosenthal's after the old quarterback for the Redskins, the old Washington Redskins, now the Washington Commanders. They get it to Jackson. Jackson looking to drive, puts it up from 10 feet, is no good. They get their own rebound, missed again by Fegler, I do believe. I'd look down to mark that. But we're going to have a foul on the floor. Let's see who's that going to go against. Nope, they're just going to say it went out of bounds. So go out of bounds to Riverton. A chance to get this down to a single-digit lead with 2:48 to go in the third. Inbound goes to Savannah Morton, who's going to get tied up, just being a little bit lackadaisical with the ball there. Took it down, of course, possession there. Again, tofu hot dogs. Going to stay with Riverton. Fegler looking to drive baseline, does. Puts it up, no good. Rebound by Jackson, puts it up, no good, but there's going to be a foul. So Fegler 0 for 4 now in the second half. Probably should have used backboard there as she came baseline. She had an opportunity to, and she chose not to, and that probably would have helped her. Eldridge is going to get whistled for that foul. That's her second, team third. And now Paisley Jackson has a chance to go to the line, shooting 2. First one is up and good. (32-22), chance to get it down to single digits. Something that the prognosticators on paper would say probably won't happen, but it has. Jackson putting the second one up. It's good as well, and we're down to a 9-point game. 32-23, 2.5 left in the third quarter, Savannah Morton is going to show a little bit of token pressure. Of course, she is an all-world type defender in soccer. Let's see if that translates over to basketball. Blumel has it up top, looking to go to her left, has to pick up her dribble. Now she's stuck. Finally gets someone to come help her, and they get it up top to Briley Bradshaw. Misses from 3, and Cloud Horse goes up and gets the rebound, but it's stolen away. Unfortunately, stolen away there. And driving down, it's going to go off of Riverton there. So Cloud Horse got the rebound, but it was stolen right away. They get inside and blocked by Riley Johnson. Briley Bradshaw going up for 2. Looked like she had an easy one, and Riley Johnson said, "No, ma'am, not today." Inbound's going to be by Briley Bradshaw for Lyman. It went off the block. They're going to toss it all the way out to the three-point line. They wind up swinging it around to Carolyn Bradshaw for 3. No good. They get their own rebound. Though she doesn't get her own rebound. Lyman gets the rebound. But they're going to whistle a travel on Briley Bradshaw. Too many Bradshaws on the court right now. Minute 55, 9-point game. Riverton looking to inbounds it. They get it into Cloud Horse. She looks to drive. She's going to swing it over to Savannah Morton. Out to Leesburg for 3. Good! (32-26), 6-point game with 1:39 left in the third. What a job by Riverton. Coach McIntosh and the girls. Long 3 going to be shot. Missed. Leesburg with the rebound. That miss by Wells. Riley Johnson has it, going to go to the floor and going to turn it over on, that's just a turnover. I'm not giving a steal on that. Driving down is Lyman. They put up 2 shots and miss, a third shot and missed. And it's going to go out of bounds and go to Riverton. So let's get all the misses here. 13 had a miss. 10 had a miss. They kept getting the rebound, but they could not get it up. And then Blumel had a miss. So in the full court press, minute 12, Cloud Horse with it, and she's going to turn it right over again, threw it right to them, and this time they won't miss as number 13 gets it. Briley Bradshaw off the steal. That was a steal, and they get another one right off the inbound there. Missed by 10 and missed by 4. Blumel with a miss and Caroline Bradshaw with a miss. Riverton finally gets it, down by 8. Could have gotten real ugly there. Into Cloud Horse. She misses the turnaround. Goes up for her own rebound. Goes to the ground. And we're going to have the ball turned over. Cloud Horse with the miss. They're going to try and break. Leesburg gets her hands on it. And Savannah Morton comes away with it. Oh, and she passes it right to number 11, Wells, who misses. And rebound is going to be by 1, and Leesburg is going to get whistled for the foul, I do believe. That's who they're going to get. That's her third. team fifth with 24.5. It's an 8-point game, and with some of these subs in, they've given some valuable defensive minutes, but they have been, let's be honest, a liability with taking care of the ball. But again, Lyman, due to, in part, to Riverton's good defense and getting back in transition, unable to overly capitalize on the turnovers. We're going to get a illegal screen, it looks like, against 11. That is Wells. That's her first, team fourth, I do believe. Yep, team fourth. And now in the press, and just bad passing, ladies and gentlemen. Riley Johnson trying to pass 20 feet to a not open player, and nobody coming back to help her. But on the turnover, they try and get points. Carolyn Bradshaw misses again. She's over 5. Riley Johnson came away with the rebound, but she's going to get actually called for a foul there. That's her third, team sixth on the rebound attempt. I don't know if she threw an elbow or whatnot. Couldn't really see. So they working around to 10, shoots for 3, no good, and Engstrom comes away with it. Carolyn Bradshaw now can't buy a basket. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Fegler's going to put it up and get fouled. What was Lyman's player thinking there? You just let her get that shot off. You don't attempt anything there, but they did anyway. Foul's going to go against Anderson. They're whistling that as her third. Team fifth, and Fegler's going to have a shot to go to the line with 0.9 seconds left, 9/10 left on the clock. Fegler with the first one, up and good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is McKay Fegler's first points of the day. Fegler takes a couple dribbles, puts the second one up, and good. Fegler puts the other one up. It's short. It's going to go to the ground. Time's going to expire. So, after 3 quarters, not what was expected, not on paper, it is 34-28. Lyman Lady Eagles with the 6-point lead. Lady Eagles getting outscored 13-5 by Riverton there in the third quarter. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter after these messages on KTAK.
Everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road. Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere.
We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
All right, welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball. There's 8 minutes to go. Let me set the scene for you. 5-0 versus 1-5. 26 steals a game for Lyman. And Riverton has fought and clawed their way into they're only down 6 entering the fourth. Not what people would have expected looking at this on paper. Lyman will start the fourth quarter with the basketball. They go inside. They're going to have to kick it outside for a 3. No good. And rebound's going to come to Engstrom. The miss by Rose there. No, excuse me, not Rose. By Blumel. Ball is going to be turned over, though, unfortunately, by Riverton as they enter the half court. So, and especially not something you would expect when you're looking at a team with 24 turnovers. Lyman looking to go cross-court, does their leading scorer. She puts up a 3. She just can't seem to find the range today. Misses. Rose goes back up with it, misses. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. So Riverton really needs to take advantage of this. They're in the full court press, which of course has caused problems today and other times. And it does here as it's tipped out. A pass for Olivia Bradley goes out of bounds. The one thing I can say, ladies and gentlemen, is Riverton's trying too long of passes against this press. They need to be short and crisp, not lofty and not long. A baseball pass going to be thrown into Ella Judd. She catches it like a wide receiver nicely and gets it to Jackson. Jackson back to Judd. Judd gets it to Engstrom. Engstrom puts it up and good! 4-point game with 7:05 to play. Lyman in the half court, setting things up. 6:53 to play and counting. Gets it over to Rose. Rose gets it to Eldridge from 15. Airballs it. They do save it, though, due to no boxing out. And they get it to Rose, and she scores. Inbound is going to be deflected out of bounds. They are in the full court press. They have read the clippings. They know what to try and do, and they're going to do it, it seems. They know what to do, and they're trying to press. Macy Brown gets it to Bradley, who's back in the game. Bradley's going to throw a complete, we'll give it a steal, I guess, but 25 turnovers now. Just threw it right to Lyman. Lyman drives down, puts it up. No good. Rebound comes away to Ella Judd. They get it to Bradley. Bradley looking to go baseline. Drives in. She drew some contact. No foul going to be called on the miss. And now they're going to call the foul. Okay, so Ella Judd causes a little bit of contact. Gets her fourth, team seventh, so it'll be 1-1. And there was no more contact than what Bradley took. So I don't have a problem with that being called a foul. I just have a problem with it not being called both ways identical. Kind of like your baseball pitchers talk about strike zones. I don't care if you're giving a little bit too much off the corner or whatnot, as long as you're doing that for both teams. So Riley Johnson's going to come in with 6:04 to go. 6-point lead for Lyman right now. And the first free throw is up, and it is good by Sage Bradshaw. Sage Bradshaw will have one more to come. Has the ball, puts it up, and it is good. So we're back out to an 8-point lead. Inbound to Bradley. Full court trap now here. Bradley's got her dribble, and she's going to turn it over. Number 4 is going to put it up and in. And the full court press may be just a little too much, as we now have 26 turnovers by Riverton. We're going to have a foul on the floor there. It's going to be against Lyman. It's going to be against number 14, Sage Bradshaw. That's her third, team sixth. So they're willing to be a little physical in this press, and this press has made all the difference. They're not necessarily a pressing team. They hadn't pressed all day until it got close. Now Jackson gets it to Engstrom. Engstrom to Macy Brown. She goes in for the basket. Good. Nicely done by Macy Brown. Great passing there. And it's a 40-32. Back down to 8-point lead. It's going to go into number 5, and they're going to say Brown got a piece of it as they were looking for Gregory. Could have gone either way. And 5:37 to go, 8-point game. Riverton with their best third quarter, and we're going to get an illegal screen. Second illegal screen of the day on Gregory. That's her fourth, team seventh. Offensive foul there. So, of course, it will be an inbounds, but the next foul, they're in the bonus now, is Riverton. They're going to inbound it, gets it to Engstrom. Engstrom's going to throw a lazy bounce pass to Johnson, and Sage Bradshaw gets a hold of it and shoots for 2. Cannot have these steals and turnovers. Just can't have them. Finally breaking half court, Engstrom has it off the tip, gets it to Paisley Jackson. Jackson bringing it up top. She's going to get it tipped away, and it's going to remain with Riverton down by 10 right now, 42-32. Let's see who we've got on the court now. We've got Brown, Bradley, Jackson, Engstrom, and Johnson on the floor. Bradley brings in, gets it to Brown on the wing. Brown has to pick up her dribble. She does not need to toss long. There she goes to Bradley. Bradley nicely come back to help. Bradley goes baseline, gets it to Jackson. And 11 reached around her. McIntosh wanting the foul there, but she did get the ball, so it did go out of bounds and will remain with Riverton with 4:57 to go. They're going to throw a long pass, and it's going to be bad. Nope, Olivia Bradley able to fight for it, and we're going to get something here. We're going to get a jump ball. The possession arrow. The possession arrow. The worst thing since I don't even know at this point. Inbound's going to be by Riverton. Nobody's coming to the ball. Finally, Jackson does to help her out. They were just leaving Riley there in the midst of a 5-second count. Get to Brown on the right baseline. Johnson or somebody's going to be fouled here. They're going to call that on Lyman. Could have gone either way. She got a piece of the ball, and then they both went for it. They're going to say that Carolyn Bradshaw caused the contact, and that's going to send Riley Johnson to the line for 1-1, as is the team 8th. It's Carolyn Bradshaw's second, and this is where they need to hit. 4:47 to go. It's gotten back out to a 10-point lead. It was as low as 6. Actually, I think it was as low as 5. But it started the quarter out being a 6-point lead. Johnson puts the free throw up, hits all sorts of everything, but does not fall in and good. So it's no good, and here comes Lyman. Lyman's Wells thought about it. Now number 13 will shoot it. She misses. Briley Bradshaw misses from 3, and Riverton's going to come away with it. And we're going to get a foul. They got a little too aggressive there. Did Briley Bradshaw. That will be her first. Team 9th. So it's going to send Jackson to the line with 4:29 to play in the ball game. So Jackson going to be shooting 1-1. Next foul by Lyman will be 2 shots. So critical here. Some of the fans of other places have turned out, and she misses it badly short. Not what you could have, unfortunately, probably legs at this point coming into play, and Lyman comes away with it as we go under 4:20 to play in the game. Sage Bradshaw has it up top. Lyman in no hurry, and I don't blame them. They've shot horrendous from the field in the second half. They do get it inside now, though. Nice dipsy-do move by 10. She missed. She's going to kick it out to 11 for 3, and that was bad. Wells is going to hit off the Caroline Bradshaw assist, and it's going to be 45-32. Back out to a 13-point lead with 3:55 to go, and they're going to stay in this press. They're not going to let Riverton get set up again and try and come back. Leesburg gets on the inbound, and now they've got numbers. They get it to Engstrom, puts it up, no good. Fegler with the rebound, puts it up and good. Engstrom missed a point blank one, probably heard footsteps, but Fegler gets it up, and that's her first field goal of the day, and it's 45-34. Still within striking distance with 3.5. Nice pass, nice move, partially blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. That was partially blocked. Blumel trying to put the 2-pointer up. It goes out, and it will remain with Lyman. Inbound goes to Eldridge, back to Sage Bradshaw, and she's going to get fouled by Riley Johnson. That's her 4th, team 8th. And it does mean that the leading point scorer will go to the line shooting 2, where she is 4 for 8, on the day. No, 4 for 7, excuse me. First one up and good. 46-34. Johnson going to come out for Ella Judd. Judd with 4 fouls, but with 3:28, and it now back up to a 12-point lead, potentially 13 after this. It looks like we're seeing the starters get in, with the exception of Leesburg and Jackson. The second one is up and good. 47-34, 13-point game. Fegler has it. They're going to break it. They get to Engstrom. Engstrom with a bad pass. She had Judd. Judd's going to shoot from 10 and 1! So it came out and worked in the favor of the Wolverines. She had Ella Judd, and she threw a little bit behind her. Fouls on Blumel. That's her second, and team 10th. So Judd with a chance now to get it back to a 10-point lead with 3:19 for Lyman. Judd takes a look, puts the free throw up, hits front iron, but rolls over and good. So 47-37. Jackson, Engstrom, Leesburg, Fegler, and Judd on the floor. They get it inside to Eldridge. She puts it up. She gets stripped away in the process of her shot. Away comes Engstrom with it. Gets it to Fegler to Engstrom. Engstrom looks up top for Jackson for three. Oh, in and out. Engstrom with the rebound. No good. Leesburg with the rebound. Good! Jackson's was in and out there. And Leesburg with a nice putback. And it's a timeout on the floor with 2:50 to go. It's 47-39. We'll take it with them and be right back on KTAK.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball. 2 minutes, 49 seconds to go. And Riverton is only down by 8 and is finally putting things together. It looks like they finally kind of gelled. They're trying to set up the press here. Going to set up a half-court trap. It gets broken easily, but not anything that Lyman can take advantage of. They have the ball with Blumel. Blumel, they're going to look underneath. They kick it back out to Wells for three. No good. A rebound by Olivia Bradley. She's now out there with 4 fouls. Bradley gets it to Brown. Brown to Engstrom. Engstrom drives in. Good! Ailey Engstrom. It's 47-41. They get in the front court. Lyman looking to drive now. Puts it up. No good. Rebound by Brown. Gets it to Bradley, who almost loses it. Gets it to Engstrom. They do lose it on a steal, though. And it's put up and good by Wells. Unfortunate there. They get the steal right off the inbounds, ladies and gentlemen. And Wells puts it up again. So we're going to have a timeout on the floor there on the inbounds. We'll take it with them. It's back out to a 10-point lead. Minute 41 to go, 51-41. Coach McIntosh calls the full timeout, and we'll be right back on KTAK.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, decondition, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. Had it down to a 6-point lead again, but 2 quick turnovers, and that is 29 of them on the day. Have made it a 10-point lead with a minute 41. And looking to inbound, and there's turnover number 30. Just trying to hit Engstrom, not throwing it far enough. They get to Sage Bradshaw, and she's going to hit a 3, and that is probably going to ice it. 54-41, a minute and a half, and we're going to get a travel on the inbound for turnover number 31 against, that was by Leesburg. Leesburg getting to see some quality minutes. She has greatly improved. They inbound it to Sage Bradshaw. She takes a wild, really deep 3. Coaches couldn't be happy wanting to use clock there, and she's way off the market. Way off the mark. It was just a bad shot, and then to complicate matters, Rose fouls things for Lyman. They're well over the 10th foul now, so it'll send Fegler to the line, down 13, but with 2 freebies here. Fegler puts the first one up and good. So back down to 12. Minute 22, stranger things have happened, but it's going to take a good bit of luck and a lot of makes. Second one is up by Fegler. It's pure. Swishes both of them. So gets it down to 11 in the full court press. All the starters in, well, no, not starters, and they throw a baseball pass, and they're going to go streaking down. Unfortunately, it's going to go off of Olivia Bradley out of bounds. They're a little bit out of control there. So with a minute 20 left, we'll see what Coach McIntosh elects to do. Some substitution going on here in mass. I wonder if this is kind of the free throw unit, if you will. They bring in, inbounding underneath their own basket. They brought Eldridge back in for obvious reasons to get the pass. She does, and she gets the assist as well as she gets it to Briley Bradshaw. And it's 56-43. Jackson's going to take a 3. She's going to miss. Rebound going to come away to Lyman, and I think that's going to kind of do it. 1 minute to go, 13-point lead. Got to give credit to these Lady Wolverines. Played all their heart against a team that on paper is their superior. Blocked by Jackson on the shot, and then everybody got their arms in instead of letting Jackson just stay up top, and we're going to have a foul. The shot was attempted by Anderson. Foul is going to go against Brown, her second, team 9th. Could have been on Judd, though. Jackson with a nice block. She had position. That Anderson misses the first one. But she had position on her, and lo and behold, she had position on her, and her team didn't allow that to just play out, let her have position and help. They all stuck their arms in there and grabbed her arms on the rebound attempt as she was trying to go back up. Anderson, the second one, is going to hit back iron. No good. Ella Judd skies for the rebound. 45 seconds left, 13-point game. It's been a tale of quarters. First quarter, all Lyman. Fourth quarter, Lyman. Second and third quarter, Riverton. Brown has it up top, gets it to Johnson. Johnson thought about 3, dribbles in, shoots from 15, off the backboard, no good, gets her own rebound, tries to put it up, can't get shot, and we're going to have it tied up with Fegler and Eldridge. And this might be a good time not to have the possession arrow, simply because Eldridge has got a foot on Fegler. Inbounding it with 20 seconds left. I don't expect much to happen here in the way of offense, but Briley Bradshaw does have it. Gets it to Eldridge, who's going to shoot a 3. No good. That's kind of weird with 10 seconds left in the ball game to shoot a 3 like that. They get it up to Ella Judd. Ella to Olivia Bradley. Bradley drives, gets blocked. Judd has it, and they're going to call a foul against Gregory. That should be her 5th. She's going to foul out with 0.8 seconds left. She does foul out, and will send Ella Judd to the line, shooting 2. So Judd able to, she is looking for points 7 and 8 on the day with 0.8 seconds left, and to make the score a little bit closer, she misses the first one, just kind of looks off to the side in almost disgust. I mean, you can't say much bad at the end of the third quarter because they both scored a bunch. Rebound, Judd's going to miss that. Ball's going to fall harmlessly to the ground, and that's going to be the end of it. 56-43. 22 points scored in the fourth quarter by Lyman. 15 by Riverton, and that's a good quarter for Riverton. So it's just the press defense caused all sorts of issues. And the final, again, 56-43, Lyman, closer than the score indicates. But we will be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show and our players of the game right after these messages.
Not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
From the field to the court to the pool and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Welcome to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. The Lady Wolverines falling in a closer than the score even indicates, 56-43 to the undefeated Lady Eagles of Lyman. Lyman now going to 6-0. Riverton going to 1-6. It was a tale of quarters. At the end of one, it was I had them backwards earlier. It looked to be all Lyman. They got 11-0, but then Riverton came back, made it 13-7. Then at the second quarter, 29-15 into the half, Lyman extended the lead. But then all of a sudden, the third quarter belonged completely to Riverton. They brought it back into 34-28. And then suddenly, an offensive outburst by both teams. They both started kind of hitting, which previously Lyman and in parts Riverton had not been hitting. And it wound up being 56-43 at the end. For Lyman, they had 2 scorers in double digits. Sage Bradshaw wound up, because of her fourth quarter efforts, getting above her 15.8 points per game average, getting 17, and Wells finished with 11. Now over to the good guy side. For Riverton, your player of the game, your Gatorade player of the game, the thirst quencher, is going to go to somebody who hasn't gotten it this year as of yet, and that is going to be Macy Brown. Macy Brown putting in 9 points, went 1 for 3 from the line, however, 3 for 7 overall, put in 9 points, and some of those huge to end some runs by Lyman and give the confidence back to Riverton that they really could play with this team. So congratulations to our Gatorade player of the game, Macy Brown, with, I do believe, a year high for her, or season high for her at 9 points. So good job by her. We'll be right back in a second with our Papa Murphy's player of the game here on KTAK.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back again to KTAK. You're listening to the postgame show with Kevin Shields. Connor is on camera. Connor has wandered off, though. It is the Gatorade player of the game, was Macy Brown. Congratulations to her on that honor. And the Papa Murphy's player of the game, let's roll right into that, is going to go to Paisley Jackson. Jackson coming in, not great from the field, 3 for 11, but finished also with 9 points as well. So congratulations to Paisley. I've got a certificate for you from Papa Murphy's here. Congratulations to both of our players of the game here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. The aforementioned 2 leading scorers were both Jackson and Brown, both with 9, but contributors were seen from a lot of places. Haley Ingstrom finishes the night 3 of 9 shooting with 7. Fegler and Judd both finished with 6. And Leesburg, who we've seen come on greatly and get more and more minutes. Yesterday, of course, finishing with 6. Today with 5. And she was in on crunch time. She was hurt earlier. It does look like she'd gotten elbowed. It looked like, and I could be way wrong because we do from distance, but it looked like she had a little bit of a left eye shiner coming into the game. A little bit of a bruise up top. And then she came off holding her right eye. Came back in, but that girl will die for a loose ball, and she will go in when she is outmanned, outnumbered, outmuscled, so to speak. So credit to her on a good game. Realistically, though, if we're to boil it down to a few things, again, shooting percentage wasn't there. They missed a lot of shots. They got better as the game went on, but early on spotting that 11-point lead. Think of it this way, ladies and gentlemen. The final score was a 13-point game. If they somehow were able to half that 11-0 opening run, it would have been down into the single digits, and who knows what happens then as far as styles and who's calling what plays and whatnot, as they probably would have differed, as Lyman was probably trying to eat some clock there in the last minute and a half. Free throws were not kind to the Lady Wolverines today. They hit 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. They hit 9 total free throws, but they had 21 attempts. So shot under 50% from the free throw line. Again, had 12 free throws not made. Again, you hit half of those and you limit that run down to about half of what it was to open the game, and you're neck and neck, and anything can happen. A bounce of a ball goes your way, you force a steal late, and things can happen. So free throws got to be concerning to Coach McIntosh there on 9 of 21 from the free throw line. Of course, we'd be remiss. This team, Lyman, came in averaging 26 steals a game. Probably one of the best defenses Riverton will see this year. There's a lot of good defenses in the lady ranks of Wyoming basketball. Came in averaging 26, only unofficially got 18, so still more than you want to give up. Unfortunately, though, was the turnovers, and that was 31 for Riverton. So you don't even have to half that. Y'all can do the math. If you cut that by 1/3, you probably are in the game or win the game. So some great opportunities for Coach McIntosh to work on some things that are workable. It's not that a team was taller. It's not that a team's a better shooter. It's not that teams are better athletes. Taking care of the basketball, hitting free throws. Two things that are definitely able to be worked on. We did see some great growth today as far as the team has adapted to pressure. They're hard to press, to put pressure on in the half court. Full court, still a bit of an issue. But you couldn't be more proud of this team today. Came out, fought hard, played great defense, and again took an undefeated team really deep into the fourth quarter before they could feel comfortable. So you're listening to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK. We'll be right back to wrap things up here, and we'll be headed east over to Rock Springs to get ready for the boys' game that will start at 2:40. Pregame about 2:10, 2:20. So we'll be right back with the rest of the Click It or Ticket postgame show right after these messages on KTAK.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK. Again, your final, the Lady Eagles of Lyman 56, the Lady Wolverines of Riverton 43. On paper, a mismatch, and the Lady Wolverines, quite honestly, even in a loss to me, played their best game of the season. Again, the turnovers, having 31 of them, can't have that, and being under 50% from the free throw line, there was your ball game. That doesn't even take into account the other area that you can go look for improvement out of Riverton, hopefully, is the field goal percentage. They did settle down later in the game, and they settled down squaring up, getting in the shooter stance or three-point stance, as they used to call it when I was a kid, and ready to shoot the basket, and it went up. But they did wind up only 29% from the field, 14 of 48. And part of that is when they go in the paint, they get a little pressure. They get in the valley of the trees, as you would say, and they tend to jack up shots, sometimes even before they actually lock eyes on the basket. They don't square up. They panic like they've got to get the shot up. No shot clock. Take your time, reset, and improve. So greatly seen improvement over this tournament, but of this year too. They faced a really great Lyman team, and they played really well. So we hope to see more of that. Again, the Lady Wolverines pretty much off until, as far as games go, until the Taco John in January. I think that's going to start on January 7th, because school goes back January 2nd, which is something for me and Connor to get used to, and my daughter's back home, because that's a little early. Of course, they're getting out a little early, too, compared to where we normally see it. So, or where we've seen it in the past. So again, for Kevin Shields, myself, Kevin Shields, for Connor on camera, for Katie Shields, back at the mothership, running our board ops, we want to tell you, have a good day, but we'll see you again here in about 3 hours for the Riverton Wolverines versus Mountain View boys game, live here on KTAK. So until then, get a great lunch and have a great late morning and early afternoon.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, Adina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.